Okay, here we are back inside MatrixGold once again. Thanks for tuning in. Hope the videos are helping you in the designing process. If they are, please go ahead and hit that subscription button. Tap on that notification bell for further content uploads. Leave me a like. Really appreciate that. And also drop a comment down below. Even if it's just emoji, it really helped me out. I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you'd like to share the content, I'd really be thankful for that. And if you'd like to donate some coffee to the cause, down around here, there's a super thanks button. You can donate some coffee to the cause. We're going to go ahead and start that Halo Part 2, right? And we're actually going to create something. There's all kinds of different things that we can create with this head that we saved multiple different ways in our collections, right? But I'm just going to show maybe one, maybe two, I don't know. It depends time-wise. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But let's go ahead and get going on that. First thing we're going to do is probably we need a rail. Now, here is the dilemma. What rail do you want? Do you want a cathedral rail? Do you want just a normal ring rail? What kind of shank do you want to put? A bypass, you know, a split? We even have one with gems on it. There's so many different options, right? We'll just go with the bypass with no gems on it, right? Keep it simple, but you could you know, go and manipulate all those, so you can crank out items like crazy with a hidden halo. So let's just go ahead and we'll just click in a bypass right here. And for right now, since it's going to be parametric, pretty much the whole thing, we'll go ahead and just leave that alone for right now and just accept the default. It's a size 7 and the way that it's split off there, right? And we only have this part, right? But we probably want that part going through the center there, right? So we can come here, click on that, or before you click off of it and accept it, you can come over here and toggle on your bridge, right? So we'll just go ahead and it just puts a bridge across there, which is fine, right? So now what we can do is we can go to gems and we can place a gem on ring rail, and it'll select which one. Do we want it on the bypass or do we want it on this one here? And we're going to pick this one here and just hold down shift and move it up to snap it right there in our 5.0. And then what we want to do is we want to show the power of the parametrics with saving it in our collections, right? So we went ahead and set it up at default. So we'll change the size just so we can show how it's going to adapt to any size stone that you add here, right? And we'll just go ahead and click on that, right? So we have it set up. Now we'll go to our collections. Oh, I should have showed something here real quick. Let's back out of that. If I go over here and hover over it, I can click on my left click, which will just open up my project manager. I can always go to collections from here, no big deal. Or I can sit there and then right click on it and it opens up the collections itself. And we just need to find which collection we want, or we saved that item in, and it was heads. And then of course we saved it in a fancy type shape. We saved it with this style here in case we wanted to put a lot more prongs on it or whatever. 4-prong. We saved it in many different ways, right? And if you go back and watch that other video, I attempt to explain why we save it in different spots. Excuse me. For this video, I'll just go ahead and take this one here. Now, there's one thing. If I double click on it here, it's going to ask me, do I want to save the changes, meaning everything that I have out there right now, right? So if I save it, it's going to go ahead and save it in a job bag or a full save or something. And then it's going to delete it and just put this item out there. We don't want that, right? So we're going to go ahead and hit cancel off of that, right? What you want to do is you want to go ahead and right click on it, open up your heads, highlight your item, and then come over here to import, right? And when you hit import, what it's going to do is put this item out there and then also give us all that parametric history and keep our items that we've already been drawing or playing around with in our viewports already, right? So there it is, and everything is still here, right? I'll give it some shading so we can take a look at it, right? Now, one of the first things I'm going to do is if I just take this stone and put it up there, go ahead and add all this stuff here, my prongs are going to go exactly like this. They are shown here. But maybe I want to do that since it's going to be a bypass. Maybe I want the prongs going in a 45-degree angle, right? So I'm going to select this stone. I'm going to go ahead and if I go to the top, the blue one, right, I'm going to click on it and then just type 45 or rotate 45 degrees. Right now it's in a 45-degree angle, right? Not this one, but that one, right? Because this one we had the Boolean cutters. The first video, it's kind of explains all that. So we just rotated this one, right? Now we want to put all these items up there, and hopefully these prongs will go out at a 45-degree angle that because we switched that stone, right? Hopefully. So I know that will, it should. So let's go to Oriented Gem. Now we says here, select our base gem. That's this one down here. Now it says select objects to orient. Well, we can just go over here and right click on this, hold down Control, deselect that one, right? Select all our green, select our cutters, and select our under bezel. So now it'll take everything that we have there, and that's going to be oriented to our gem. I'm going to right click on that to accept it, and then it says select our target gem, which will be this one. And then I'm going to right click on that, and there we go. Set up exactly like we want it. And if I right click to accept it for right now, there you go. It's all set up. Everything's put up there where we want it, in the direction we want it because we rotated that stone, right? So that's awesome, right? And it's totally parametric, so we can go and change anything, and we're going to have to. I noticed when I did it that maybe my stone or my under bezel's up a little bit high, and even on that one. So what I'm going to do is select that under bezel, go over here, which will highlight it, and then just hit edit. And then my position, I'm just going to drag that down just a little. And as you can see, it's doing the exact same thing at the top, right? And I'll just say right around here, and then I'll right click, right? So it puts everything back out there. So we have a little bit extra room there now. Another thing that I noticed is I still have my stones on surface because maybe I wanted to just put prongs on there and not the micro cutters. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and use those micro cutters, right? So let's say for this particular design. So I'm going to come back down here again, select on those gems, and it highlights over here, and hit edit. And then right away I'm going to scroll down here where it says girdle, and we're just going to go ahead and slap it to the table. And then just like that one that we did all the way through, I'm going to drop it back just a little bit more, around 5.05, and then I'm going to accept that, right? And if you look up here, we have it slapped back. All those stones and everything are back there, right? So what we can do is we can go to, I don't know, just another layer here, and we can, or X-ray or ghosted or even just wireframe. And what we want to do is we want to select not all that because it's all grouped together, right? So we can ungroup it. It's not going to break history, right? We want to select these gems, and we want to select all these cutters. I could have just done that. It would have been just as easy, right? So we select those gems and cutters. I'll give it some shading now. And then we'll just go ahead, transform. We'll mirror it over into our XY direction, I believe. Yes. And then right click. So now it placed them over on this side too. And I'm not going to go ahead and make that cut yet because maybe there's some other things that I want to do with it, right? So we'll just go ahead and start continuing with the design itself. All right, so at this point right now, let's go ahead, just so this is out of the way, and we'll just go ahead and hide it, just so we can get it out of the way and just kind of manipulate here for all our layers and everything, right? First thing I noticed is, well, we definitely want to probably bring this up a little bit, or you'll want to go down here and adjust the height there, depending on whatever you're doing. For this one, though, I'm just going to go ahead and move the whole entire thing up. I'm just going to grab my gem. Gem on curve, where's it at? Cool, right here. gem right here. That's that one. Gem on curve. Usually it highlights. I don't have to go hunt for it. Gem on curve. This one. I'm going to edit it. Oh, those are those down there. Nope, that's not the one. Usually when you select it, it highlights it, and it's not highlighting it over here. Let's see. It should be down here at the bottom, I think. Bypass ring route. Where's my gem on curve? Oh, okay. You know what? Because I took it and I didn't do it from my gens, it broke history. All right, so be careful of that. That's what I did. So let's go back here. Couple steps, excuse me, to get that rotate so we can get our gem back, right? And one more maybe. Yeah, okay. Let's click off that. Okay, there it is now. Now it's back to what it was. See, what I should have done originally was grab this one. Instead of just grabbing that, I should have gone over here to my edit. Keep everything using in my parametrics. And as you can see here, I don't have that rotate on here, right? But I do have the rotate here, right? So I can just type in 45 here. And now it rotates it, right? So that was my bad. So now we'll just go back to the gems, orient to gems, right? Orient to gems, select our base gem, select all our items, which will be all our blue minus this one, holding down control, deselect that one. Our green, our purple, and our cutters, right? And then we'll just go ahead, hit enter, and then here, and then enter, right? So now everything's up there again, and I'll hit enter to accept it. And again, I'll need to drop that head down, right? So I'll just come down here to the one below and grab that under bezel. It highlights and then kind of drop it down a little and then hit enter, and then go over here and grab these stones here and edit, and right away go to the table. And I want to bump it back just a little, 0.5, I think it was, 0.5. There we go. And then hit that, and then we can see it updated there, right? Now I can go ahead. It'll go ahead and mirror all that. So we'll just go ahead and let's see. Okay, it's grouped together. Ungroup, right? Box select that. It'll just grab the stones and those cutters, transform, mirror, XY. There it is. Enter. Okay. And I'll wait, like I said, I'll wait to do my cutters, right? And then I wanted to bump it up, right? Which last time when I did it, I didn't get it highlighted. So that's how I knew that I broke history, because I wasn't paying attention. The box popping up, right? So now I'll just grab that stone, edit, and I can do the offset, Z offset, and just bump it up however high you need it, whatever, right there, right? Okay, so let's keep going. Now we want to put a shank on this, right? So we need to give it some meat. So let's go ahead and grab that offset curve, right? Bypass curve, and then go to our tools, go to our profiles, and this one, what we'll do is we'll grab it and change it, and we can make all kind of different bypasses with this one design with all our profiles, or we can edit our profile. There are endless amounts of items, right? I'm just going to grab something fairly simple here. Where's it at? I had one that I kind of thought was pretty cool for this demonstration, and now it'll probably take me 5 minutes to find it. It's kind of, where's it at? It's kind of got a smaller top with a larger base. This might be it. I can't remember now. We'll just go ahead and take this one for, okay. So we have that out there. And we'll go ahead and just bump that up for right now, and we'll tweak it in a little, maybe get it to the size we want it. Maybe we want to, I don't know, 2.5, something like that. Height doesn't matter for right this moment. And then we'll just go ahead and mirror it, and then rotate to me, turn off the rotate mirror. And we'll go ahead and add one right here. And if I hold down shift, it's going to go to one of these sides or the other. And the reason being is because it's taking that offset curve. So I'm just going to kind of guess right around in here, drop one right in there. This one I'll hold down shift, take it to 2.5. I'll leave it the same for right now. And then I'll hold one down there and add another one right there. And that's a 2.52. So for right now, I'll just go ahead and accept it because everything's totally parametric so far, right? So what we're going to do is go ahead and do our sweep so we can start kind of getting a look as where we want everything. And we'll just do a sweep one. We'll go from here to here to here. Okay, so I didn't mirror this one. So let's go back, edit. Nice thing about the dynamic commands, right? We'll go ahead and select this one, so that one's highlighted there, and we'll go to a mirror, so it's mirrored over to the other side. Really, I could just do one. I don't need these two mirrors. I could just do half of it, and actually let's just do that so we can kind of show this other command here. So we'll go to this one. This one we'll turn off that mirror, and then we'll go to this one and we'll go ahead and turn off that mirror as well. We'll just do this one side. All right, so we'll just go ahead and hit enter. Right now we need to get that sweep. So sweep one, parametric, here, 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 enter, and we have our shank kind of out there. For now we can start doing all kind of manipulation on it, right? So the first thing I want to do is say, well, yeah, I'll just come back and do that later so we can kind of show off all the parametric history. So let's just grab that ring rail and we'll scroll down, find it, edit. Now we can play around with it. Okay, maybe I want it back a little bit. Maybe I want to drag it closer to my head there. Maybe we want this one kind of coming back like that. Maybe we want it coming in a little. There's all kind of manipulation that we can kind of do here, right? And we could even grab this overlap one and kind of move it in and out to get it exactly where we want it. This is just one way. We could do a curve from two views as well and do the same thing. But this is just kind of one other way of doing it. And let's say, for right now, let's see, V overlap or Y overlap. Let's bring this in a little, something like that. And X, kind of bring it out like this, coming around like that. I mean, you can play around. I'm not gonna, I mean, there's all kind of things I could do here. So we'll just kind of keep it like that. What I want to do is I want to make sure that this is going to be touching this head just for more stability, right? But depending on your style that you want, it's totally up to you, right? So we'll go back to our prong here and edit it because we have full parametric. Now we can take that prong and kind of bump it up something like that, right? Or however you want to set it up, right? All right, so we have something like this thus far, okay? And we have a cap down here on this sweep, and we have a cap up here, right? So maybe we want to adjust some of that. We definitely want to get rid of that cap on the bottom, though. So we'll grab that because it's set at our 5.0. Go to our sweep, do an edit. We'll go ahead, mirror cap. Let's go ahead and turn that one off, and let's do our end dome off. Right, and then our start dome, let's kind of go ahead and bring it out just a little bit more, something like that. All right, and then we'll just go ahead and click accept it. All right, so now we can go ahead, take this, and we can transform, mirror it over to our other side in our XY direction, and there. Now we have that entire ring all laid out there for the most part, right? Okay, so that's kind of what we got going for right now. And we can continue to change profiles. Maybe you want those stones set over here, or extract ISO curves and put gemstones in the sides. tons of different stuff. Let your imagination go wild. Or if your customer's sitting there, go ahead and offer all those suggestions and kind of bump that cell up a little bit for more diamonds, right? Okay, so now we have this piece here, we have this piece here, and we have all that kind of thing going on there. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and select our head here again, and we'll just go ahead and hide it. So we can start playing around with this. Now we want to keep it parametric so that we can change it around. We'll go to Tools, we'll go to Join, we'll grab this one and hit Enter, and it's still manipulated. We can still manipulate it, right? So if we grab that, but it's joined together now, so we can grab that offset curve or the bypass, right? And we can continue to manipulate it around, right? It's still going to update with us. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and accept that, right? But now we have a closed poly surface, so it's going to make it very easy to do the rest of our things, right? So let's just say we want to go ahead and make that cut there. So solid Boolean difference, this is going to be grouped together, right? So remember, if we take it and ungroup it, it's not going to be break our parametric history. So now everything is individual set out there, right? So we can take we can go to our Boolean difference, select this, right click, and then select all our orange for our cutters, and then right click on that, and it should make our cuts out there for it, right? So, and I'll right click to click it off, and there we go. We have all those cuts now that we can manipulate. And if you wanted them for whatever reason on this, maybe you want to put little beads on that one, you can just extract an iso curve there and put some beads on that side. Or if you wanted the gems, you could do it to all four. I would do it down here and then just go ahead and flow it up when you do all the others, depending on which one you want, right? So there we go. We got the head, but you know, this kind of looks really, it's not good, right? So what we can do here is we can just go to our top view, right? And we'll just turn on project. Okay, so project, and we'll go to our curves menu, and I'll right click on my line there so I get from both sides. I'll change it to yellow, and I'll hit F4, and then I'm going to go ahead and hold down shift, so it gives me that 45-degree angle, right? And it's going to project it to the C plane, which you can see right here. It's not going to throw it up there. And I have my snaps turned off, so it's not snapping to anything, right? Okay, so I have that ring curve going through the center, which we went ahead and toggled on when we first started, and this is really the reason why, as well as to add that gem right there in the center very easily and keep it manipulated, right? So what we can do now is go to curves, curve from two views, which is parametric, and we'll just click on that. We'll select this one down here, select our second curve, which will be the one going through the middle there, right? And that one there, and then hit enter, and it puts it up there. So at this point, all we have to do is grab that curve, go to our tools, get a profile placer on there, right? And we want to snap that one around to the where it's up and down straight, and then go and change that maybe to something, and we can always just do this one here, right? And it puts it across there. Maybe that's way too large. We want to thin that down a little bit, and we want to, depending on what you want, we'll thin it out here too as well. Depending on how you want it set up, right? And then we'll just click there. And now we have it, but it's open, right? It's open poly surface. So we can just go to our surfaces, and we can go to cap parametric. There we go. So now it's a closed poly surface. If I select it, closed poly surface, and all our stuff up here is all closed as well. So we're pretty much done for the most part. So I'm going to go ahead and select all my yellow and just kind of change it to gray and hide it for right now. So we have this closed poly surface. We have all this closed poly surface, not that, closed poly surface, this closed poly surface. So what we can do now is go ahead to our solids, go to Boolean different, sorry, not Boolean difference, Boolean union, and we'll just start joining everything together. So we'll select the shank here first, and we'll grab this one here and hit enter. So, and I just do these not all at one time, because if anything doesn't work, I want to know what it is, because I can go back and fix whatever. So this is all joined together. Close polysurface. I'll right click, bring back that Boolean. This one here, right click, and we'll do the prongs here, right click, and that's going along good so far. Close polysurface, right click, bring it back. Here, right click, and then we need to do our under bezel, right click, and boom. We'll go ahead and hide everything. Did I forget to join anything together? Nope. And there we go. We have everything out there. Take all this, hide it again, give it some shading, and now we have a ring here that is still totally parametric, right? So if so this should be work. Hopefully this helps. If it does, leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, right? And yes, please go ahead and leave a comment. Let's go ahead and check our ring rail. Let's go all the way back to our original ring rail. So let's just grab it. It's easier. If we highlight it, it goes ahead and edit it. So we'll edit it and we'll change it to a size 9, right? And there you go. Everything updates. Totally parametric. And if we want to change this stone, I'm not sure if this part will work. We should have probably done, I would probably do it before, but we'll try. And let's say we want it a little bit bigger. And then I'll go ahead and, well, it updates. You are totally parametric here. The only thing you don't want to do probably is change it to a pointed stone, because I think I explained that all in the last one, last video. If we change it to a pear shape, right, you can see it's going to create some other issues. So that's should have brought in that pointed one that we saved to manipulate it the way we want it. But there you go. Hopefully this helps. And again, subscribe, leave a comment. Let's take it back to size 7, and wait for it. Boom, bing, and you are done. You'll be cranking these puppies out and hopefully be selling like pancakes or hot cakes, I think it is. So thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, share the content, good designing.